Hi guys, we are just at the local supermarket, but we're having lunch inside the supermarket, which I was just going to show you. So we're at the supermarket, right, but inside the supermarket they have this little kiosky thing where you can order your lunch, and it has tables and chairs and stuff. And it's quite good. You can see the lady here is cooking in there. Yeah, so it's quite good. And the prices are quite reasonable too. It's like, you know, a dish is $2 or $3. Hang on, we'll look at menu. Yeah, so it's all sorts of Thai dishes and Western dishes. You can get a hamburger, you can get bacon and eggs, you can get... Yeah, so for breakfast, we have ham, bacon, sausages, coffee, orange juice. It's like $4. Yeah. Most of your ricey type dishes, Thai dishes, basil with seafood, all that sort of thing. Yeah, they come up $3 or $4. And this Anne's has already arrived. Suki. Yeah. Oh, and here comes. And there's mine, which is sort of fried rice wrapped up in an omelette.
Open it.
It's going to explode. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So hang on, we'll eat our lunch and then we'll wander around the supermarket. Now, I'm filming without a gimbal, so it's not very smooth. Okay, we've finished our lunch, and it's just over there paying. I'm just going to do a wander around the supermarket and show you some of the pricings of stuff. Some of it's insanely cheap, some of it's insanely expensive, some of it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, there's no Australian produce on the shelf anywhere, which upsets me greatly. But yeah, hang on, we'll show you around a bit. Okay, here's an example of the stupid. That's a tiny punnet of strawberries, cherries, and that is $1.99, and it's on special. $1.99. It's usually $3.99. Yeah, $1.99, which is $8 Australian for a tiny little couple of 100 grams of cherries. Yeah, and that's after a discount. Yeah. Otherwise, it's $16 for a tiny little bit of cherries, yeah. So they can be insanely stupid, those prices. But then other things can be ridiculously cheap, so... Like, all your Thai fruit and vegetables, they're pretty cheap. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's cute. Sorry, we've been distracted and we're buying plants now.
Have more mini.
Yeah, pick one.
This one, no? Because we don't have this one.
It's apples. Apples from France. Okay, why aren't there apples from Australia? But they're about $1 each. Apples from America, about $1 each. Yeah. These ones I don't. Oh, they're about $1.50 each. Grapes from China. Yeah, and see, that's $8 for this tiny little thing of grapes. It's $8 Australian. Oh. So to put this stuff in context, right, that's 199 baht. The girl working here at the cash register or whatever gets 300 baht a day. So that's, more than half a day's wages for one little pack of grapes. There you go. $2 for a kilo of carrots. So yeah, some things are just normally priced, some things are just insanely priced. Now this is very deceptive. Is a Lowry cheese slices and things, but it's in brand only. A Lowry is not an Australian product. It's some Chinese company or whatever bought the brand years ago. There you go, look, there's even a Lowry butter, but it does not come from Australia. It's not an Lowry Australian company. And they even have the hide to put a kangaroo on the pack. But yeah, so there you go, it's $3 for a knob of butter. And yeah, you find things like that. They've still got a Lowry butter, but it's owned by someone else. It's not an Australian product. Now Anne's left me behind. The milk's expensive. Carton of milk is about $5 Australian. Now here's something very important, beer prices. So there's a Heineken, $2. The Thai beers, the Singer there is less than $2. Chang, $1.50. Leo, $1.50. That's for what, a 350 ml, whatever that is, a normal size beer. So, oh yeah, and you got your big ones, which is the same as a Tawley. They are about $60, $3 for those. Well, this is interesting. In the middle of filming, and the power just went off. So it's like, oh, it's very quiet. So, on the shelf is Tim Tams. Arnott's is an American company, and I just checked the back of the pack, and they're made in Indonesia. So, that's all very weird. So I get all excited. I think I found some Australian produce. I think I've mentioned this before. Any Thai supermarket, there are shelves and shelves full of this instant 3-in-1 crap. It's not only instant coffee, it's instant coffee with instant milk. And just shelves and shelves of the stuff. Yeah, just... ugh. And then, you know, one shelf dedicated to actual real coffee, which drives me nuts. Captain Crunch. Nutella, $8 for a jar of Nutella. So anything like that that's imported from overseas, etc., it can be ridiculous. Some good old Jacob's Creek Shardy, 600 baht. So it's like, I'm going to work that out in a minute, $25 or something. Jacob's Creek Cab Sav, 700. Oh, at least it's product of Australia. 700 bucks, about $40 or something. I don't know how much that is in Australia, but I bet it's not $40. Yeah, hi guys. My covert filming got shut down by the supermarket manager. I don't know, for some reason she told me to stop filming things. I don't know why. But anyway, I was the whole purpose was to point out just how surreal it can be going to the supermarket in Thailand. Yeah, just how insanely expensive some stuff is and how insanely cheap some stuff is. And as I said at the supermarket, yeah, so just to put it all in context, as I said, you know, a waitress, a cashier etc., that sort of thing, the people who actually were working at that supermarket get $15 a day, Australian, 300 baht, $15. You know, a school teacher, a bank teller, etc., maybe gets 500. You know, they might get $20, $25 a day. So it's insane that a piece of fruit costs, you know, 200 or 300 baht. It's a day's wages for a punnet of strawberries or a punnet of cherries. Yeah, some things can just be insanely expensive. Yeah, some frozen something or whatever in the frozen food section, a frozen meal from England or something. Yeah, and it'll be $25. You know, no one can afford it. It's like it doesn't make sense. Yeah, and I suppose those supermarkets, not a lot of Thais actually shop in a supermarket. They'll go to the Thai markets where you get all your fresh produce and that sort of thing. But yeah, just I'm trying to think of a couple of the other things. You know, you'll see a piece of fruit, a mango, right? And as far as I can recall, mangoes grow on trees in Thailand. You'll see a mango will be 200 baht, $10 for a mango. Yeah. In a supermarket, and then for $10 down the road in the Thai produce place, you'll buy a kilo of mangoes for $10. So, yeah, some of these supermarkets don't make much sense, and I don't know who's buying the stuff there, but even well-off Westerners or something, they'd probably still know enough to balk at that price and think, you know, yeah. And it's odd shopping there because you'll go wandering around. I mean, I used to just go shopping back in Australia. I'd just fill up the trolley, get to the thing, and pay the bill. You can't really do that here because you'll just throw stuff in the trolley willy-nilly, and you're expecting maybe $50 or you got $50 in your pocket or something, and all of a sudden the bill's $120 or something, and you go like, huh? And you realise you've thrown 3 or 4 things in the trolley that are just insanely priced, you know, $25 for something. Yeah, I'll never work it out, and it doesn't make sense to me at all. But anyway, we got our groceries, we're back home. Anne bought a nice plant that she's just putting in a pot. So I'm not sure how much she paid for that, a couple of dollars. Yeah, see, there's a silly example. A plant, you know, a little plant she bought and everything, probably cost $2. So right next to that, there would have been some imported jar of peanut butter or something, would have cost $10. Yeah, doesn't make sense. All right, I'll leave it at that. We shall, this will only be a short video, but yeah, it gives you some idea of some of the insane pricing in Thailand. Okay, thanks guys.